Summer Grass Carp Fishing Guide, a comprehensive analysis of spot selection and bait usage in high-temperature weather. The sustained high temperatures in summer often deter many anglers, but this period is actually the golden season for catching grass carp. As a typical warm water fish, the feeding activity of grass carp is positively correlated with water temperature. When the water temperature rises to 25–32 degrees C, their metabolic rate peaks. This guide systematically analyzes the key techniques for fishing grass carp in high-temperature seasons from multiple dimensions, including meteorology, hydrology, and fish ethology. Optimal coupling of meteorology and water conditions. Weather selection. Ideal conditions are consecutive sunny and hot days lasting 3 or more days, with surface water temperature stable above 28 degrees Celsius. Notably, muggy weather before rain can cause dissolved oxygen stratification in water, making grass carp concentrate in the middle and upper layers. According to monitoring data from the Chinese Academy of Fishery Sciences, grass carp significantly reduce feeding when dissolved oxygen is below 3 mg/L. Therefore, it is recommended to fish on days with 2–3, light to moderate, winds, as wind agitation can increase water-dissolved oxygen by over 15%. Timing mastery. Grass carp exhibit obvious feeding rhythms around dawn and dusk, with the best windows from 05:0009:00 and 16:0019:00. Although fish schools may be visible at noon, they mostly engage in passive cruising rather than active foraging. Adopt the strategy of fishing shallow in the morning, fishing in shade at noon, fishing near the bank in the evening, adjusting the fishing position dynamically based on the sun's altitude. 2 Ecological basis for fishing spot selection. Topographical features. Prioritize trident junctions in reservoirs, where the main channel meets tributaries, where water flow brings nutrients to form natural bait zones. Studies show that the phytoplankton biomass in such areas is 40–60% higher than in other regions. Vegetation correlation. Focus on areas along the shore with broad-leaved trees like mulberry and paper mulberry. Feeding habit analyses by the Institute of Hydrobiology, Chinese Academy of Sciences, show that terrestrial plants account for up to 35% of grass carp intestinal contents. Especially during mulberry ripening, natural fish paths often form under these trees. Hydrological dynamics. The slow-flowing area within 200 meters downstream of the water inlet is an ideal fishing spot, as it accumulates washed plant debris and maintains high dissolved oxygen due to water flow. Measured data shows that dissolved oxygen in such areas can be 1.2–1.8 mg/L higher than in static water. 3 Mechanical optimization of fishing tackle. Rod and line configuration. Use a 6.37.2 m medium hard rod, taper value 34H, with a 3.0 plus 2.0 line set. Tests show this configuration effectively buffers the impact of 10 gin, 5 kg, grass carp, reducing the breakage rate by 62% compared to hard rods. Hook and float selection. Recommend 3-5 number Chindu hooks with a wide gap and long point, paired with 3-4G date pit-shaped floats. This combination maintains natural bait presentation and facilitates capturing the typical float movement of grass carp, first dip, then drag. 4. Biological attraction mechanism of bait systems. Fermentation kinetics of nesting materials. Mix wheat bran and corn flour at a 3:7 ratio, add 0.5% brewer's yeast, and ferment at 30 degrees Celsius for 36 hours. The lactic acid bacteria community produced by this process highly matches the microbial spectrum of natural water, increasing fish attraction efficiency by over 40%. Dynamic fish attraction techniques. Adopt the three-dimensional nesting method. Lay fermented corn kernels at the bottom, suspend fresh grass bundles in the middle layer, and scatter floating oatmeal on the surface. This multi-layer attraction strategy can extend fish retention time by 3-5 times. Special bait formulations. Green bait. Take 10 cm segments of tender reed cores, wrap and fix them to the hook shank with fishing line. Fruit bait. After picking green mulberries, soak them in honey for later use. Commercial bait modification. 50% grass carp special bait, mixed culture loose bait, plus 30% snowflake powder plus 20% distiller's grains, with 1% vitamin B2 added. Behavioral induction in fishing techniques. Dynamic teasing fishing. Gently lift the rod tip by 20 cm every 2 minutes to simulate natural plant swaying. Experimental data shows this technique increases hookup rates by 75%. Water layer control. Set the initial fishing depth to 1/3 of the total water depth, adjusting based on fish signals. When consecutive intercepts occur, move up 20 cm each time until the fish layer is located. Special reminder: in high temperatures, grass carp struggle fiercely. After hooking, immediately lead the fish 45 degrees diagonally away from the nest. Adopt the figure-8 fish taming method, leveraging the rod's elasticity to exhaust the fish's strength, which can reduce the probability of losing fish by over 60%. Conclusion: mastering these scientific fishing methods based on fish ecological habits allows for consistent catches even in the sweltering heat. Remember, successful grass carp fishing does not rely on brute force, but on the precise grasp and ingenious utilization of all elements of the aquatic ecosystem.